I believe social media allows space for vulnerability. When I was in high school, I remember a woman at my church suffering a miscarriage, and I remember how much sorrow I felt for her. Prior to this time, I had never heard of someone's experience with pregnancy loss. Even my own mother experienced this grief, but never talked about it with anyone. My own experience of miscarriage opened my eyes to how common miscarriage is for women. It wasn't until my own experience that I could truly sympathize with the many women who deal with miscarriages. But also, it wasn't until afterwards that I understand the difficulties of opening up about my loss with others. People don't know how to approach the topic, and women don't want to relive the experience multiple times by constantly explaining their story. Yet, I have noticed so many women using social media to share their experience and frustrations with how people respond to them when they do open up about their loss. My pregnancy was not planned or convenient. Still, I started to get used to the idea of meeting a tiny little being in 9 months. For one whole week, my life was filled with excitement. Then, it felt like this excitement was immediately snatched from me in a matter of minutes. My emotions were all over the place as I tried to understand why this happened and if I could move on after the loss. I felt alone and didn't know whether I would have a healthy pregnancy in the future. The doctor reassured me that this happens for many women, and it didn't mean I could never have a baby in the future. Still, this wasn't enough, and I relied on the internet for comfort. I came across many videos on YouTube of women talking about their loss or struggles with infertility, and I felt for them. It was like they were describing my exact experience, fears, and emotions. On social media, my own friend from high school openly talks about her 2 miscarriages and her struggles with polycystic ovarian syndrome. As I watched my good friend openly talk about her loss and health issues, I admired her ability to talk about an issue deemed taboo. I realized that people like my friend and those women on YouTube gave comfort to a lot of women facing the same struggles. By showing their vulnerability, they brought so much hope for me, and they made me realize that I wasn't the only one dealing with those same struggles. They also demonstrated the ways society does not talk about this subject with normalcy. Many brought up frustrations with not knowing how to discuss their loss with others, and feelings to people's inappropriate responses. However, social media has allowed them to be vulnerable by giving them a space where they can talk about their loss on their own terms. More importantly though, it allows them to help other women find comfort through the means of community. Eventually, I made my own post regarding my miscarriage, and I received so much comfort from friends and family. Not only that, but I was also able to start so many conversations with friends dealing with the same thing. Not all women want to talk about their experiences publicly, and that's okay. For many, this has helped so many mourn and process their loss and help others as well. I believe that we shouldn't shy away from the subject, and I believe that this platform has made women more comfortable expressing their loss to others.